Hello fans of Marvel heroes and friends of my channel, welcome to another episode of Q&A. I play the game, also talk a little bit about the game, and today let's talk a little bit about the buff, kind of like the buff icon that this game is really lacking of, and it sort of like kills the whole experience as well. Now why I would like to talk a bit on that is also because I would like to share my experience playing other ARPG, and in case you would like to sort of like propose in the forum just to gather and pass the idea to Gazillion, I mean feel free to do so. That's a whole awareness that I'd like to make as well. And also the next bit of it is really about Jean. After the biggest update ever, this is the behind the scene kind of like a video before I make a build or guide. I usually play around with the build and see whether I really enjoy it or not before I have something out. I kind of feel that a lot of build options being destroyed, like Dr. Doom, like Angela, the area build, and so on. So I think Jean is more or less suffer the same fate in a way that I can't really find a pure area build anymore that I used to be able to gear around it, and also I can't really find a build whereby they work the hybrid gear because I've got a lot of hybrid gear that will proc. Something within the 7-second window, you have to cross between the two type of damages. I don't think I found a build that can do that, although I try very hard to really pump up the recharge rate of Phoenix Force and try to cram everything together, but I just can't work that window up. So just another unfortunate thing is as though the new team that came in just probably have no idea how the legacy come by, the gear, why gear were designed that way, why heroes were designed in a way to make use of the gear, and sort of like they just design according to the future, whereby maybe just everything like art type and attribute and nothing else. So I don't know. I mean, these are things that I can't gather. When you look at the common pattern on why builds are commonly being destroyed, I think in a way it's just the new team not aware of how some of these used to work and why these used to be fun in that sense. So I'm going to do that. And I'm going to play a little bit of armor event as well. Now I'm going to do it fast, so I'm not going to do something challenging. And this game, like I said many times, it is fun, right? I mean, you can play a lot of Marvel kind of like characters, and I think it stay with that zone is fine. But when it try to do make it more difficult and make it more challenging and whatnot, it doesn't work because this game just doesn't have the depth in terms of the end game, in terms of the gear, progression. The gear that you can collect doesn't change the way that you play the game. So whether you play a normal version of this patrol or the red version, heroic version, or the cosmic version, is exactly the same content. And in fact, I will actually propose that, not just from me, that the normal is actually more fun because it's fast. Some out of these quests, be it share quest, legendary quest, whatnot, it's just a body count. It doesn't matter what difficulty it is. It doesn't reward you more. And the boss does exactly the same thing. There's no difference to it. Whatever gear that you collect for high-end stuff, it is just that. There's nothing to change the way that you play the game, unlike other games like Diablo 3 or Path of Exile. So now enough of that. I think the first thing I'd like to probably talk a little bit about is the what I think about the whole buff and debuff and why things are really not working out in this game. But there's a lot of reference from other games as well, because I play other games these days. I dive straight into the Path of Exile and Diablo 3, really to gain a new perspective, because there's no you could play the same game for thousands of hours like I had before, but you never quite see the rest of the world because you live in this kind of world. And so the whole reason why I play other games and really deep dive into it, because I want to gain new perspective. Now, if you play Path of Exile, it's not uncommon that as you do debuff, be as curse, be as like a vulnerability debuff, you can see that there are icons to it. Like different icon means different things. So there are two different, like these mobs are being affected by two different kind of debuff. It is very clear when the debuff is gone and you have to reply again. You look at these three mobs and the debuff is not there. So it's very clear for you as you play the game to know which are the mob that has been debuffed and which are not, right? And if you look at the whole window of the Path of Exile debuff icons, it's very, very nice and intuitive. It tells you more because a lot of things are in the background. Yes, passive. Do you care? Do you not care? I mean, I haven't really seen any ARPG game that are kind of serious kind of ARPG game that will by default hide all the icons for you like Marvel Heroes. Every time, even when you go to raid, you have to cautiously open up the buff window to observe what happens. I haven't seen any game that does that, right? But, like for example, if you look at the Path of Exile, it's very clear that I've got 2 negative conditions upon me. I'm having an aura myself. These are my aura. I have a golem that's still surviving, but the health is going down a little bit. And I have all this like temporary buff that comes in, and some of these are being procced by the crit that I have. And this is the elemental overload, and this is the fortified. So so I know that okay. So some of these I need to keep killing, or I have to reapply again. Some of them is that because I kill an elite pet, that I gain an onslaught. Some of them is like, oh nice, I'm working my crit, and if I don't see this often, I know that I have to gear better. Have a better sense of, okay, I need this one to be more often. And last but not least, at any time that I'm not fortified, I'm taking additional 20% more, or 15% or 10% more damage. So there's awareness constantly when you play a game where you are against other mobs. And if you look at Diablo 3, this day I play a lot as well, which is really fun. Same thing happened. I mean, you can see that, I've got ring that would kind of like, buff me when I'm stationary, and buff me in terms of damage output when I'm stationary, and buff me when I am like damage reduction when I'm moving. So that's nice. I can see it, and also if because of my gear, I can land on something, and then after that, depending on the number of enemies I landed on, this time with 3, but sometimes I came up to 10. I can be aware that which power right now will have a bigger buff. And I know that I'm now on a crit kind of like, I'm on steroid because my crit has gone up due to all these things that happen here. And also my legendary gem is sort of like, pumping up as well. So I have a very clear idea where I am. Am I weak or am I strong against enemies? Now, when it comes to Marvel Heroes, right, and I will play my Jin in just a bit, you can read, first of all, the buff window here is totally hidden. You have to press period or full stop depending on which part of the world you are from to see the icons here. And it kind of like, I think it should be something that is very obvious somewhere here or somewhere there or whatever it is that give you really, something that is informative as you play the game. Now, Jin is actually a very interesting character, despite the disappointment I have after the biggest update ever. If I am to design Jin with all these icons on the user interface, I will list out some of these really nice things that will pop up here. For example, she can enter into Phoenix Force, by expel the Phoenix Force. You can turn into a Phoenix. You have like a 1 minute of 20% buff, damage buff. Now, how nice if you actually know that over here and how it's been taking off, right? And if once you get a Dark Phoenix, for example, you get health regen for 1 minute. And this is really useful information, knowing where you are, especially in harder content, I presume, later on in Omega kind of difficulties. Rapid healing is a 3-second buff as well, as you do all this like, Phoenix stuff like that. Again, it is very, very interesting to see. And I've got gear, the prop hybrid. Now, I know that probably is quite kind of useless right now, but there are things like dupe darling, damage versus spores for 10 seconds, dupe determination, damage buff for 10 seconds. Things like power dupe, I've got 7-second buff on power dupe, and power cosmic give me 10-second buff, and the armor kind of grenade give me 5-second buff as well. And together with my unique gear like Crest of the Black Phoenix give me 10. Give me the low health, kind of buff. When I go in low health, I got a buff for a couple of seconds and whatnot. I get a shield from my ring that give me 2-second buff and stuff like that, so on and so forth. And and I got med kit that give me various kind of buff as well. Now, how nice if we can visualize all this buff here. Now, it could be a little bit convoluted, and now go back to the design. Are we relying too many things, too many buff going on, right? Because what is happening behind the scene is reality. And sometimes when you do balancing, you have to balance all these things as well. Are you sure we can balance all these things? I do not know. But the thing is that all these things are happening in the background, and we should have an awareness as we play this game. So that's what I mean by the lack of window here is really killing the whole experience here. And also, my Jin can do things like vulnerability, debuff, can do like a weaken debuff. and do like knockdown as well, I don't think it's very visible. I mean, I'm sure there's some slight visual effects somewhere here and there, but compared to the Path of Exile debuff that you can see the icon on top, there's nothing like that in this game. So this really lacking and killing a lot of experience, like, you know, fun time playing this game. It just become like, you know, going through emotion. But anyway, so that is the whole long story about buff and debuff, and I really think that they should do something about it. Now let's look at the A.R.M.O.R event. This is the only event I play, as you know. The other event I play a little bit Odin, but just too many loot boxes. You have to click to pick up a loot box. You have to click to open a loot box, which have a cooldown with against other loot box. And then after that, you have to mouse over all the items that you have, you know. And then after that, you have to restack all the, you know, material. You have to keep the items that you want, and you throw away the item that you don't want. It's just too much work. So Odin event, I kind of, you know, I ignore that on the last one. So I'm playing this A.R.M.O.R event. Now A.R.M.O.R event earns you an ultimate token. Now ultimate token will give you, I don't know, okay. Ultimate token, each one of them worth $3 US. You need 19 of them to make your hero strong. You could actually get a bundle as well. I believe there's a bundle on the, yeah, so you pay $25 US to give you a 19 ultimate kind of like token, and your hero will be awesome. Many people ask how to make your heroes awesome. $25 is what it takes. Or you can do a quest, a series of quests. And it's rather boring because it's not challenging and it's just killing body count. But that one will earn you one free ultimate token. That's good news. The not so good news is that you can only do it once a month, and that means that you need 19 months to become, you know, comparable to someone like a friend who spent $25 US to buy the token, kind of like a, you know, package. So is it a pay to win or pay to play game? I think it's our scope of what this video is about. But anyway, to start the A.R.M.O.R event, a lot of people ask me how to start doing it. It's just to start from here. You can click the icon here, ask you to open your remote notification. Make sure that you have all these like global. I think I can take away story, take a global event or regional event. Sometimes I can't really decide what is a regional, what is a global, what is a local event, you know. But anyway, just click that. And after that, you'll be given a task to kill all these like you know, Ningara, Ray, Brood, Giants, and stuff like that. 3 types of mobs you can find it in this place. The second last one you can find it in the Cursed Terminal. So I'm just going to play some game here. Nothing too taxing, and I'm just going to hunt for mob types, skipping all the bosses, which is kind of like, you know. Yeah, it is how you play this game. So, so that is one thing. And the other thing I'd like to talk about Jean is that why am I so disappointed with Jean? Well, I mean, the reality is that in the past, I could actually do a lot of, like, you know, the pure area build works, but this one is not area. Hammer is not area, but if I'm in Phoenix form, like just a bit like maybe like here, I'm in Phoenix form here, then I'm actually a, you know, this one become area. So, you know, it's less ideal. I mean, you know, is it the end of the world? Well, I mean, if you are maxing and mining everything, you would probably want to be able to just, you know, just have all the power that does it, right? But it's just one of those things that you end up not maxing and mining everything, and then after that, without all the max and min, it's just not too fun anymore if you look at the gear progression point of view. Now a lot of people just like you know, just farming all these things. I think you can, as you can see that, and we'll see how long it takes. And I've got legendary crest done up, and my charges were on cooldown. Okay, none of these guys will give me anything. So another thing is the hybrid. I mean, I really can't work the hybrid somehow. I think they just kill the whole entire hybrid thing. Maybe I think probably they run out of idea. Like, probably don't know how to. By the way, this is Dark Phoenix. Dark Phoenix has the things that go around it. But I think they just not quite sure how to implement that anymore. Maybe a new team just don't have the skill set, perhaps, to implement something that you know, as complex as before, when you have a lot of proxy in there. And maybe they're just not sure how to balance the whole thing. Maybe that's the whole thing about the reason why behind it. They can't do it anymore, unable to do it anymore. So anyway, I'm just farming all these items here. It will probably I'll probably do a while on this one, and the so I may run out of stuff to say before I could get anything done here. So it's still very much slow. Okay, so these are the one. This is the demon here, so just do demon here. And now it's a phoenix side, and I can do a phoenix stuff here. So I still like the hybrid version, but although now I can't really do the best out from the, from whatever that I'm supposed to, or the gear that I have is totally irrelevant. Even my kind of, the legendary items and whatnot. So it's just one of those things. Yeah, I'm here with the moment because the moment spawned a Molloy. Molloy is the one on the count there. But it doesn't seem to be doing a lot of Molloy here. Oh man, let's just do an ultimate here, shall we? So this is ultimate, and the ultimates will always be like you fill up the force there. Alright, so okay, done. See, one thing good about playing in a normal is that it doesn't really have a lot of loot, and it's good. You can just keep going. You don't need to like spend time looting and finding out what it is and stuff like that. Because in a higher kind of cosmic difficulties, you have all these items, and majority is junks anyway, and you spend a lot of time playing junks. And some of I think I was just chatting with some of my friends on why Marvel heroes design that way. Now, first of all, of course, they are trying to sell you stash. So the more items you have, the more you may want to like hoard. And so the more you want to hoard, and the more you like to spend more money onto the whole thing. So that is probably one of the reasons why they they have so many types. But the more important thing is that why are they like so inefficient in looting and finding out what you need? And I think the answer is that time is money to them, right? I mean you spend money on boost, and the more time you spend not having all these things, and it's probably good for them. Maybe that's why they design the game for you to spend more time when you play the game, rather than something efficient. Like if you play like Diablo 2, 3, or things like Path of Exile, it's very efficient. You saw like you get the stuff, and you kill things fast, and you know what to loot and stuff like that. It's very, very efficient. By the way, this is just now the guy here. You can see the hint because all this demon comes in. Yeah. So now I'm in Dark Phoenix Force, and nothing here really. Yeah, but I miss the good old day whereby the Jean has an aura. Wherever I go, things will just die. That was fun time, man. I don't know why they don't do fun stuff anymore. Like Storm as well. I don't know whether Storm can still do it or not. I have to look into her. But in the past, right, Jean was really fun. Wherever you go, you just like walk around and a lot of fire and stuff like that. And fire will automatically kill a lot of things. Efficiency. And one thing about it is that seems this developer right now, the new team doesn't like people to have efficiency. I think that's the only explanation I have. Like why things are becoming so slow, and kind of thing is also, I think, the whole thing about just people spending more time, I guess, spending on boosts or whatnot. Okay, I'm just going ahead with the whole thing, and yeah, I mean, I've got another interesting discussion with some of my friends. I mean, I like to talk about the game sometimes, and I was just saying that it's kind of slow and stuff like that. They say, well, it's not really that slow. I managed to kill like cosmic boss in about 50 seconds. Outro and whatnot. But I mean, if you think about it, right? If you play any action role-playing games like maybe Diablo 3 or Path of Exile, the boss dies in like seconds. It's fast. 10 seconds maybe. That's it, and that's the end of the whole thing. And you move on and do another round here and there. So that's the whole thing about 50 seconds, even with the best gear, it's just so slow. I mean, at least to me. I mean, raid boss I understand, right? You spend more time doing raid, and that's fine. But these are just trash bosses, just things that keep spawning. There's no value in them. So I don't know why things have to be that slow. So yeah, I mean that's my constantly thought about the game. Kind of thing. So I'm still trying to get to the. I think I will need some brutes soon. These are the demons, by the way. So I'm a Dark Phoenix here. Yay! Fire everywhere. And you know, Jean was one of the first hero that I sort of like, you know, one of the first few that I play to level 60. And in the past, 60 wasn't easy. It used to take quite a while to get to 60 in the past. But now things getting a little bit easier, definitely. But then they slow down as well. Previously it was very, very fast. But yeah. So this is one thing about it. Okay, so I'm just going to work my way through this guy. And okay, so that's it. Here, can I kill them? Yes, I can. I don't need the XP orbs. It doesn't give me anything. Unless you're a booster, of course. Okay, a few more the brute. I need to start working on the brute though, because I'm lacking on the brute, and the brute are the one that these are the brute, I think. 45, so 7 of them. So I need 25 of them more, and I think I'm almost done. Then I can do like a green terminal, maybe one of the green one or one of the red one, just to get some of these like things like what is it that I want to look for? Oh, the shard for the free boost. Okay, so whenever possible, get some of those free stuff here. Ah, this is the one I need to take down. Let me switch to the other side, which is this Phoenix. So I still enjoy the hybrid build, although there's not really a hybrid anymore. At least from a gear perspective, it's not really there. Okay, just going round and round in circle. Are there any? Okay, last one. So I'm done with this. Just the brute here. I hope it wouldn't take too long. For the brute, the brood, which is like the bees, or the one that like this type here. There's a few of them, right? So there's 68. 7 more to go. It doesn't take too long when you're playing the normal mode, which is good because you know you just need body count. And it's more efficient. When you play ARPG, you want to be efficient, yeah? Okay, nothing here. Come on, man. Give me something. Throw me a bone. Where are the brutes? There you go. No, these are demons. Look like a brute though. Trick me there. No! Brute, come on. They should just spawn more brutes here, really. We are skipping super villains to look for quest targets. Wonderful. Oh man, where are the brutes? I must have been missing them somehow. Nope. There's really absolutely nothing here. Well, it's not really 10 minutes, so there's a one there. Well, okay, that's it, done. Okay, so I'm done. So I'm going to do a quick curse, fast one. Probably do a red one maybe. Just a fast one. So I want to see how fast I can go. Red. Where is the terminal? Just need to do a normal. Normal is fine. Curse. This is the curse. I may do a red one. Doesn't really make a lot difference between the red and the normal. I think they should have just collapsed it somehow. Right, so that's it. I'm Jane. Oh man, I missed the unlimited dash, really. There's yet another thing that the new team can't figure out how to do it, how to make the game, you know, kind of fun with unlimited, kind of like a dash. Okay, so that is done. So that's fast and nice. Just make sure that I've got all the elves, and here my come on, man, go. It doesn't leave the mobs up anymore. Still so slow. Okay, so that is done. There's a few more here. 60. I stunned them before he can hit me. Ha! Oh man, the dash is really annoying. I should have done the green one maybe. I don't know. I mean, how you guys like getting used to the whole like dash, limited dash? I mean, I still can't get used to it for some reason. That would be good if you could have some like legacy server. I don't know. Sometimes when you play WoW, World of Warcraft, people been talking about the legacies, kind of like a server and stuff like that. Yeah, I mean that would be good. Okay, done. Bounty reward. Oh man, come on, the dash. So I don't like charge up, like to just get to do something. Okay, Dark Phoenix. Supposed to be awesome according to my cheat sheet. I'm getting like a hell regen right now, 20% damage maybe. Yeah, I mean that's the thing that it's fun. All these like things that happens in the background doesn't have to stay in the background. Ooh, they jumped up and down. Funny. So I just need about 9 more, and I think I will get it in after this batch here. That's it. I'm done. So I'm just going to destroy Curse. Nothing to yell about here because this is just a red one. I mean, it's nothing to. It's nothing like really about it. Whoa, there are like a lot of like effect here. So there's no jump the curse, and I'm not going to pick the unique because it's just a waste of my effort. Okay, and I'm going to just open this one up, and I think all in all about 10 minutes maybe, 10 or 15 minutes of work just to get my 1 token. So make sure you remember to talk to the NPC. Sometimes I forget. Sometimes after you're done, you say, thank goodness it's done, it's over. But make sure you go and talk to those caster, and you'll get your token here. Now, who I'm going to use it for, I do not know, but I don't know. We'll see how it goes. So thank you very much for watching, and I hope you enjoy whatever you're doing. I'll see you next time. Probably do a guide or whatnot, not a Q&A. Q&A a bit depressing sometimes. So see you next time. Goodbye.